Hey everyone, my name is Alice Boll and I run the ScrapHappy membership group. Today we are here for Scrapbook Live. This is my chance to do a live, just the chance to hang out with people and do scrapbooking. And hopefully you have your scrapbooking stuff in front of you so that you can join me for this. Or maybe you're on your computer and you got that all sorted so you can make some digi pages as we go. I think it's just so good to be able to bring friends together and to have us all doing scrapbooking together. And I love it. We're actually going to try something new today. So this has been like my year of new. We have new tech on the website. We've added new galleries and forums and all of these different fun new things. We've changed some of our monthly events so that it serves our purposes better. And I think you're gonna love this. We have figured out a second camera situation. So I can't have my face and my desktop on at the same time, but I can actually show you what's on my desktop. Yay! So I have another camera. It seems to work. I have tested it one other day and it seems to work. Yeah, cool. I know. I'm like, I wanted this the whole time. And there was a way to do it before, but it was complicated and it didn't always work. It was somewhat inconsistent, actually. And so this looks like it works way better. So let's have a little peek. I'll just put this here on my table and I'm going to show you how good this works. Oh, and it really, really doesn't like my countertop. It thinks it turns everything orange. But so here we go. Let's get it to focus. Yeah, so there we go. This is all really on the camera. I didn't think that was gonna be all on the camera. Let's push that back a little. Okay, so here we go. I've got my packet from the Wild Hair Kit, and I always use this. So up front, I scrapbook. That looks great. Thanks. Sandy says, hi, everyone. She's only staying for a few minutes, but she wanted to pop in. Her last layout for load is on her desk. She'll do it when she gets home. You guys, I am so proud. Okay, so we'll get back to this in a second. I am so proud, and I'm going to come back on this other one so that you can see my face for this. I'm so proud. We had the most amazing month of load that I think that I've personally ever hosted. We were super successful. We brought in new tech and everybody found ways to make it work for the most part. It was so good. So last I saw, we had over 3,500 layouts in the gallery. I was like, that's crazy. I know the current number, but it's so good. To reach this point where we have that many pages in the gallery, so much stuff. Sandy said it's been a great load. Heather says it's been so fun having everything in one location. The forum is so much better than Flickr was. Thank you, Marcy. I know, like, some of the things we're still learning how to kind of tweak things and make it better to kind of work some of the functions, but oh man, it's been so good. And if you're sitting here and you're like, what's this load thing you're talking about? The ScrapHappy group runs the Layout a Day challenge 3 times a year, once in February, once in May. Not too late, you can get in on that one soon. And then we have a members only load in October. It's usually by the members and for the members, so super fun. And it has just been amazing. We scrapbook every single day during the month. This past month of February, we were scrapbooking inspired by Harry Potter for our load 220, so February of 2020, memories managed. And oh my gosh, what a month. We have gone through all of these different prompts using Harry Potter as inspiration to tell our own stories. It's not about Harry Potter. Sure, like, we were using that as inspiration and I love it. Like, we've got a lot of Harry Potter fans in the group, but we have people in there that have never heard of Harry Potter before and they're like, okay, sure. But the great thing is that it's not about Harry Potter. It's about our stories and telling our own, like making pages about our lives. And so we use them as inspiration. So we had a day about Professor Dumbledore and how he's a mentor. And then we made pages about how we're either mentors or how somebody has mentored us in our life. And it has been so fun. And then every day we have two parts of the prompt. So one part is your story part, and the other part is your technique part. And it just kind of allows you to hop in and scrap wherever you are and finding a way that fits your life. And oh my gosh, it's been so fun. So the reason this is really applicable to today is that I'm going to be using my day 29 prompt for my page today. So it's perfect timing. I'm going to actually read you our prompt for the day, and that way you'll kind of understand where my pages are jumping off today. So day 29, this is like the perfect prompt for the day. Were you guys not excited? So the Potterheads in our group, were you not excited to hear the prompt? Like, I've been teasing it. I said, it couldn't be a more perfect prompt for the day. So here we go. It was about the room of requirement. And this is from Harry Potter and the Order of Phoenix, where we kind of first learn about the room of requirement. And this room only exists when someone needs it. When you find it, it will contain everything that you require inside. If you need a place to hide something, it will appear as a storage room full of stashed objects. Professor Dumbledore once mentioned to Harry about a time he'd found a room full of chamber pots when he had an urgent need, but now how he'd never found the room again. For your story, so here's the scrappy bit. This is the part that you apply to your life. Story. Do you have a person in your life who's always there when you need them? Or do you have a skill that's always there when required? For technique, the room of requirement was also referred to as the come and go room. When you stitch, you only see the stitching on the top side of your project. The thread appears to come and go. Use stitching on your layout today. So that was our prompt of the day for day 29. I thought it was so perfect because we are here on February 29th. It's only here once in a while. And I thought that was just such a great tie-in. Shout out to Natalie's husband, Kyle. He was the guy that came up with that brilliant idea. So Heather says, so you're going to sew on your layout? I knew somebody would ask. So we know that Alice has a little history with sewing, but I did something that will hopefully help a little. I grabbed from my stash some waxy flax. This stuff is like, if you've used like that waxy coated dental floss, it's kind of like that for your pages. This is like old stash that I have from my when I used to sew close to my heart, but I also have my paper piercer here, so I can poke some holes and I can thread this through, and it's not super painful for me. Okay, so we'll go there. If I had to pull out the needle, I'd be like, I don't know if I can do this. Speaking of coming and going, says Karen, how long will the session be open? We usually stay here for about 2 hours. So we just started at the top of the hour here. 2 hours from now, for me, it was 10 o'clock to noon, but depending on what time zone you're in, it will apply differently. Sharon says, I can't get my sewing machine needle threaded for over a year. Okay, so we're in the same boat. Okay, so confession. Just before Christmas, I decided to sew a quilt, and I made my son a t-shirt quilt. And Alice is that girl that, let's just say I know how to thread my machine and I can run a bobbin. After that, things get pretty sketchy really fast. And what happened was he has all of these shirts from swimming for years. And I looked at the pile and I'm like, I really should do something with that. And so I basically just followed YouTube tutorials and learned how to sew a t-shirt quilt. And guys, it is phenomenal. So here's a picture of me with my sewing machine, proving, yes, I was actually doing this. I was cutting out all the pieces. I had to buy all the new tools and stuff because I literally didn't have the stuff. Marcy, you can try coming out and like restarting it. It's totally totally good. But yeah, I got it all pieced out and I made that quilt, and the next picture tells it all. The next picture tells it all. This is my son wrapped up like a burrito on Christmas Day when he opened the quilt. Now, the crazy thing was that when I take on a project, I go hard. I don't know if you guys noticed, like load is kind of this intense event and it's amazing and I love it. Well, I made this quilt in 2 days, start to finish. I like visit the store 3 times and it just turned out so good. I used like the minky soft fabric on the back so that it was super cozy and cuddly. And I guess now I'm not allowed to say that I don't sew, right? Once you make a quilt, are you allowed to say that you can't sew, right? Like, technically, I can sew. I even quilted it. Like I had to just do it all because it was like almost Christmas. Who was going to do that for me? I was like, do it yourself. Rochelle is here. She says the kitchen is clean, cup of tea, Girl Scout cookies in hand, ready to scrap. Karen says, nope, you can't say you don't sew anymore. Okay, so let's go back to what we're gonna do today. And yes, there may be some stitching on my page, Heather, I'll confess. I was looking at that prompt and I was like, oh, why did I put that on day 29 when I have to do that on camera? That's like the worst. But we're gonna do it. Sharon says about 20 years ago, I made a t-shirt quilt for our son. I'll have to get him to take a photo with him with it. I never thought of that. Oh my gosh, yeah, totally. But t-shirt quilts, I tell you, that is not necessarily a beginner project. Like, they're stretchy, so I had to learn about interfacing. Ask Alice if she knew about interfacing before she started the project. No, thank goodness. YouTube, thankfully, YouTube saved my butt on that. And yeah, oh my gosh, the things to learn. Okay, so let's go back to our other camera view, and I'll probably have to like tell this thing to do this again. Okay, perfect. Okay. When it sees all of my pink countertop, it gets like a little bit overwhelmed and goes a little crazy and thinks, oh, my white balance is off. Okay, so this is my kit from the Wild Hair Kits, and I am excited because I haven't really peeked inside yet, guys. So all I did last night is I opened the box and I kind of like looked at this, and then I looked at my bill. So Mickey says, I love the Wild Hair Kits. So they're a custom curated kit. You can see I'm still talking with my hands. This happens. You'll see it the whole time. So you don't have a commitment. You order it when you want. You order, there's 2 different sizes. You can order a petite kit or a deluxe kit. I usually get the deluxe kit because I'm like, if you're sending me stuff, send me lots of stuff. Yeah, so really reasonable in price. Deluxe kit, $38.95 US. Shipping and handling to Canada, $12.99. So in total, US dollars, $51.94 on my bill here. I guess I've never really shared all the details like that before. I don't know what your shipping is in the US. Sorry. Don't live there, but I aspire to. I would really love to live in Hawaii, just saying. That's like my life dream. And then I can say I live in the US, right? Okay, notes. Hi, Alice. Thanks for reordering. We love seeing you use our kits live, and we always look forward to your creations. Oh, thanks. This month, we focused on bright yellows and pinks. Stuff I love. We mixed in a few winter embellies in the stamps, puffy stickers, and thicker phrases, but also send some neutral theme items too. And we made sure to send a new arrival acrylic set for Bramble Fox, along with our January cut file. Enjoy. Your crafty besties from the Wild Hair Kits. So I think I was planning to use this kit in January, but because I'd ordered a little late, I tried to get ahead of my ordering, but Christmas, Christmas, it happened. So hi, Alice, happy winter crafting. So nice. Okay, so let's have a peek at all the goodness. So these are those acrylics from Bramble Fox. Ooh, I love acrylic pieces. Okay, you wanna see them up close? Let's see if we can make our camera do this. I'm learning, okay, guys. But they're so cute. Oh my gosh. I love using acrylic pieces, so that's fun. We've got some transparency. Ooh, it's like a whole collection. Oh, hey, they've got some thread in here for sewing. This is an embellishment kit from My Mind's Eye called From the One Fine Day. And look at all of the good things in here. It actually even has a little roll, a little spool of thread in here. Like, is that crazy or what? So, transparencies, die cuts, like it's a whole fun pack. Oh, see, it's on my countertop again. In here, we've also got the stamp set, and that is so cute. I love like the little snowman. That's cute. Actually, it is snowing outside right now. I'm gonna go out after the session, build some snowmen. We haven't done it all winter. I wanted to do it. It's gonna happen. This is perfect timing. Okay, so there are some cute little puffy stickers from Crate Paper. We've there's like little snowmen and people dressed up all warm and cozy. There's even a tree on a car. How cute is that? There's a little horse and buggy. So good stuff happening there. And okay, because I've confessed many times that I'm obsessed with thickers and words. I love putting words. Like, it's probably the number one thing I like to actually use as an embellishment. Like, we think of words as titles. I think of words like, ooh, that's gonna make my page so pretty, right? Francis says, thanks, Alice. You just gave me a great idea for my layout. I was really struggling with what to do today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Awesome. And Cynthia, I have sent you like 3 emails because I've got all of your emails and I've replied back to you. Plus, I sent emails to Allison twice or 3 times. So, because I know that you won last month. So, just so you know, like I've sent it to you. I think you need to check your email and see if your stuff is going in your spam or your junk or stuff. Because yeah, like I'm like, I sent you the stuff. Like, I didn't send anything to you because you go through and you fill out your style profile and everything. Yeah. Okay, thanks. Okay, so we've got some little 6x6 sheets. Oh, look at these papers. That's fun. That's fun. Okay, so I've got like a little cut apart and then I've got these little sheets. Won't those be nice for like layering on a page? Oh, so excited. And then we've got some My Mind's Eye embellishments. There's like some gold foil. It's just one sheet. Oh, there's another piece. And some little gold foils on it. I love gold foil little embellishments like that. So these are stickers and they're kind of like cardstock feel stickers. Okay, let's get to the paper, the good stuff, right? Okay, so there's this label paper, and this one has, oh, there's little leaves on the back. This is a pink paisley from Paige Evans' Truly Grateful collection. And then we have this, it's kind of a pinky peachy. Look how good this goes with my countertop. My camera's like getting overwhelmed here, but all the goodness. And then there's this, oh, these are so cute with like the little cuckoo clocks and like birdhouses and stuff. That's adorable. I hadn't seen this paper, like this collection, because it was like her fall release. And yeah, they don't have Creativation for the fall stuff, which I totally wish they did. Come on. I want to go see everything all the time. So this is also from the Paige Evans Truly Grateful. And look at all these words. They're so cute. She actually had an alphabet like this, like the thicker letters. And so this was, yeah, so this was a thing. Oh my gosh. Now look at that. Like they start like little stars getting bigger to the bottom. Super nice. Oh, and here's the little die cuts. Awesome. Oh, that's cute. Like that'll be adorable. Okay, let's set that up there. And then we have this, look at the little lines. Okay, that's neat. I haven't seen a paper. This one's from My Mind's Eye, from that One Fine Day collection. And there's, oh, I like that print. So can you see this print up close? Isn't that cute? Oh my gosh. Oh, oh guys, I just saw the one underneath. I'm having a moment. Look at this paper. Look at this paper. It's so pretty. It's like it has all the colors and it's super fun and bright. Yeah, that's totally an Alice paper. That's a big win. Lovely pink on the background, but you can guarantee I'm never going to get to see that because this is going to be where it's at, right? And then from the One Fine Day collection, again, we've got this awesome stripe. Oh, I like that color. Ooh, and some nice floral on the back. And then this one, ooh, look at this. Okay, so this is the One Canoe to Willow collection, and I actually didn't see One Canoe to when I was at Creativation this spring. So I was kind of sad because I love seeing their stuff. Their florals are so different. Like they're different than other florals. Like anybody that's really familiar with One Canoe 2 can say like their florals are totally different. And oh yeah, that's awesome. Okay, so super fun stuff. And like look how well this is gonna all go together. So yeah, here's the kit. And of course, it doesn't have to be like this. It can totally be like other sides of papers as well. You know, there's those other less bright sides, and I do use them sometimes. But yeah, this is a good place. Francis says the papers are so fun. I love the birdhouses. Amy says I was surprised they weren't there too. I know, and I always love. I usually chat with Beth. I think the person I usually see. It is crazy snowing outside. That's nuts. Okay, so I'm gonna turn this around for a second and it is time to get started on scrapbooking. I'm gonna show you the pictures that I have, and I think it'll just be easier for me to hold them up here than to try to make my camera focus 12 times. So I have two sets of pictures. One is an indoor thing and the other is an outdoor thing, kind of in keeping with the whole prompt of a person that you can't do without. Of course, my husband is my person. So I have printed off pictures of us out in the winter, kind of keeping with the winterish theme of this paper. And this is him dressed in his giant coat that he needs for his work. It's called a Canada Goose jacket, and it's the snow mantra. It's literally the one they wear in the Arctic. When they go to the Arctic and the Antarctic, that's the coat. He does refrigeration and air conditioning, and so he's beside the fans up on the roof where it's like crazy cold in the middle of winter next to the heating, refrigeration equipment, all the stuff. It's crazy. So this is us. Actually, this is his old coat. You can see like it's not very fuzzy anymore. It's supposed to be really fuzzy. And my coat's like a little faux version, but we actually went to the store recently to get him a new jacket. And they have a freezer in their store. So these are actual ice blocks are like made in Ontario, Canada, that they've shipped to Alberta to put inside their freezer in the store in West Edmonton Mall, the Canada Goose store. And yeah, we got to go stand in their freezer and they took our picture in there. So I thought that was really funny, but that's like legit ice. So fun stuff. And I thought, well, a page about my husband, this will be a fun spin on it, or a really cool way to tell that story. And I'm just like peeking through these papers now. For my second page, if we get that far, you know, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I have these cute pictures of my niece Capri, and we had just made cookies. So I kind of printed some of the process pictures small, and then I printed the picture of her really enjoying the cookies. Yeah, oh yes, Marsha. The store does have the freezer so you can really try the gear. They take their coats very seriously, and they charge you for them too. Diane is here. She just got back from Hobby Lobby. Fun times. Okay, so I need to pick some stuff. I'm going to start with these pictures of us in the freezer. And I am going to, I think that I really like this paper with the words on it, and I really like the paper with the stars on it. I kind of like that. Oh, I really like that. But I think in keeping with the colors that I have here, I think I would like to go with, I think I'd like to use this paper as my background paper, and then I can create layers on top of it. And I think that that's gonna work out good. So I do wish I had this paper and that paper to work with, because that would be a fabulous layering paper, but we will live without it. Okay, so I'm gonna swap these around. Amy says those are sweet pictures. Now I want cookies. I know I need cookies. Don't have that. I'm gonna swap the camera around so you can see my desk. This is like all new stuff. Let's get you to focus on the right color so that it's not looking all crazy. Okay. I printed my pictures without borders, so if I want to add some white, I can. But my printer doesn't, when I'm printing multiple photos, it doesn't leave the white border properly, so it's just easier to print them separately and mat them. Okay, so I got my little, they're about a 3x4. They're about a 3x4. So I thought what I would probably do here is kind of have them set up something like this with all the pictures. Let's cut this strip off. Do I like this on this paper? It kind of makes more sense with the stars, but then I'm missing it on, well, I can use the other papers as bright accent stuff, right? Okay, I'm gonna put it on the stars. Oh. Oh, like Amy says, she can have cookies. It's lunchtime. I don't know if you need an excuse to have cookies. Like, I would have breakfast cookies. There's nothing wrong with breakfast cookies, right? Okay. So we're gonna go here. That's too bad that this strip cuts the words off. I guess if I layered it, it could still work. I'm setting this paper aside because I don't want to accidentally chop it up, just, you know, for something else, because I think I'm gonna love that too much. And ooh, I have some of these stripes. That's gonna be good. I'll use some of those. Maybe bring a little bit of this color in. I don't really want to wreck that one canoe too floral either. Oh, and if I use some of these tag paper, oh, I love these little birdhouses. Can I use those on this wintry page? Maybe. I guess I can use some of the other paper. Okay. So I'm gonna start by creating like a section that goes just behind all of my photos for some layers. While we're scrapbooking, we haven't actually chatted about where people are, like, where do you live? I mentioned that I'm in Canada, I'm in Alberta, and I live in Whitecourt. So anybody that's in Alberta, yeah, know where I'm at now. And it is, oh my gosh, the snow has slowed down now. So now it is just like that beautiful, like big chunky snow that's falling. Oh my gosh, so excited. Because like, I'm not usually excited about snow, let's be real, but my idea today was to go and make a snowman, and it has been like, the snow is actually that perfect state where you can make the balls of snow right now. So that's okay. I'm doing stripes. I think I'm gonna do the birdhouses as my background. I'm gonna bring in this green, but I'm wearing green on my scarf, so I think that's gonna be nice. I'm gonna make it about 7 inches. Okay, and just gonna cut this branding strip off now. And then I'll have this pinky peachy color to use. So that's gonna come in here. And I know that looks crazy right now. So let's talk about layering. When you have like busy pictures like these, like there's different colors happening, there's just a lot of action happening. You can't put those easily onto a really busy background like that and have them stand out very well. The pictures are not exactly popping off of the birdhouse paper. So to create definition between those layers, I will use probably mats of some kind for this. And actually, do I have enough of this? I might be able to get away with doing mats in, well, I'm gonna do the center photo with this as a mat. And then I might do different ones on the sides for the side images. But you need to create those definition between really busy layers. So this is a pattern paper as well, this blue one, but because it's monochromatic, it's all blue, when you have different layers that stand apart from each other, then it's easy to create those layers. When you have layers that kind of blend a little bit together, then you kind of need to create some of that definition. Otherwise, it can kind of just get muddy on the page. And I love bold, I love bright, I love to really mix up patterns and stuff. So, you know, when you're struggling, because I hear this a lot from people that, oh, they're like, I have a hard time mixing all of these different patterns. Usually what it is that you're taking a busy pattern and you're putting it on another busy pattern, and there's not enough definition between the two. So that's my kind of golden tip for that, is to really just watch and see that you're mixing the patterns so that you have basic or monochromatic or like patterns that aren't super busy next to the patterns that are really busy. Okay. So I didn't mat this in white, and I actually think that that's going to be really good. I like to bring some white into my page, but I don't want the ice to look muddy, and if I like to look dirty, and it's not like white, right? It's kind of like grayish white. And I think if I put it next to white, it's not going to make the ice look really bright, and I want the ice to kind of feel bright, which is why I chose to go with like a color for matting this. I'll still be white on the page, but I think it'll still kind of let the white from the photo pop off of this. And if I really wanted to bring that definition to make the white in the photo pop more, I could use a darker matte to make it pop up even more. But I think that's going to be good. Okay, the side ones I think I will matte with white. So I have some of that here. These are and I made that a little too wide, but I'll just tuck this piece underneath here, the part that I don't want to be matted. Okay, so that's good. Let's get those pieces put together. Okay, let's see. Diane says she's in Ohio, northeast of Columbus. And let's see, is it cold there? And let's see, we've got Sharon's in Wichita, Kansas. Supposed to be 69 tomorrow. Can't wait, as we had snow last week. So 69 is nice. I know enough of my Fahrenheit to know that that's nearly room temperature, so pretty good. And Karen is in California, so it's going to be in the 70s. She'll be going golfing in a couple hours. Good luck finding a golf ball around here right now. Okay, so this is good. And I'm going to stretch it across here. This needs to still be layered with something else. It's going to kind of like be tucked so that you can't see those, like the whole word, but I think that will be okay. I think I'd like to use some of this stripe, and we'll see about this floral. I might bring some of that in here too. Let's have a look here. Okay. Probably about a 1/2 inch strip. And then if I do another one with this pink, maybe. Pink might be a little too strong. We'll see. We'll see in a sec. Oh no, I think I'll be okay. Okay, so I'm gonna add these little hints of these down here with the stripe and with this pink floral. And then to kind of make it feel like it still fits, I'm gonna have to bring some of the stripe and some of this pink floral up in other sections so that they're like peeking out of other areas or something. Okay, so let's see. Christine says she's just down from the road from Alice. Yes. And she says that yes, it's cold and snowing, but it was pretty nice all week. Tina said she's supposed to get to the 70s this weekend and she's ready. She's not a winter person. Okay, so that looks good. And I'm gonna peek back at this. I've got Winter Wonderland bundled up. I think bundled up would be perfect for this. And yeah, there's like burr, there's stay cozy. I might do a few little words. I love my words. So that will be good. I didn't think about putting this on here, but I think this isn't the page like for that, not this time. But I would like to use some of these guys. Maybe I can stamp myself a little snowman and have him kind of like sitting in right in here. That would be cute. Okay, let's do that right now. As I'm thinking and playing with other things, we'll let the other ideas ruminate in my head and we'll stamp out a snowman. This little scrap is not going to be big enough because I want to get his little hat on there, I think. Well, maybe. It's really close. I'm going to take my Gina K amalgam ink. If you guys haven't played with this and you're looking for a black ink, this is the one to get. So my recommendation, black ink, because the amalgam ink, once it dries, it's not as horrible to work with as StazOn for starters. Like it doesn't work like StazOn, but it doesn't bleed and everything. Like lots of inks say, oh, they don't bleed, but they're lying. So this one is not. So I'm a big fan of this ink. I met Gina, not like, well, I met her this year, but last year, and she's the one who told me, she's like, no, this is the ink that you need. This is the one you've been looking for. And I'm like, okay, like, I hope so kind of thing. Like, sure. I ordered it and I'm like, converted for life. This is my ink. Diane says, okay, I'm lifting that layout for today. That's perfect. That's part of what we do, right? As scrapbookers, that's what we do. Okay, so nice ink. Let's get this snowman stamped. And, oh, I don't have my little cleaner ready here. I have my Lawn Fawn chamois, but it is hard like a rock because it's all dried out. I'm gonna have to get it wet really quick. So here we go. I like to always clean my stamps because I don't want last project to contaminate my next project. And some people are like, oh, I don't clean them. I just, do my thing. And I'm like, each to their own. Ink brand. It is a Gina K Designs. Let me hold it up here. Gina K Designs amalgam ink. It is the amalgam ink. That is the one you want. Magical ink. That's the one. And if you're looking on scrapbook.com, and if that's your go-to place for shopping, then I would super love it if you would use my affiliate link. I should have layered his hat on a little bit better, shouldn't I? Should have. Let's see if I can stamp it again and just give him a wide brim hat. Sure, that kind of worked. It's a little better anyways. So I'm going to type that in here. bit.ly/scrappy shop will take out, and I'm sending it to just one person. That's not helpful. To everyone. bit.ly/scrappy shop takes you to scrapbook.com, but it's also my affiliate link. So I do get something back from them if you use my link when you shop there. I really appreciate it because everything makes a little difference as we go. And yeah, so that's good. But yeah, the amalgam ink is great. Okay, so they've got some little coal eyeballs. I think I need a smaller block. Need a smaller block for that. And yes, I have my blocks. Everybody's like, where's she grabbing that stuff from? In a bucket, just like a Tupperware bowl. And I have it just sitting by my feet where I can just grab them out. I do enough of these things that it's like, okay, I know that's not maybe like a great long-term storage solution, but it's my temporary storage solution. Oh, there is a picture of a whole face. That might be better. Okay, let's do that, because why would I try to recreate the wheel here? Glad I saw that. All the fun little things. Oh, his little carrot nose will be the wrong color though, wouldn't it? I guess I'll live. Okay, so we'll throw that on there. We've got to give him some coal buttons, right? And got some little stick arms. How cute. So we got to build a snowman together. And if anybody's a singer, go ahead and sing it. Do you want to build a snowman? And that's all you're getting from me. I'm that person that's like, yeah, I should totally do karaoke. And then I'm like, nope, that's a bad idea. Okay, so we have built our little snowman. There are extra cute little things. So there's like scarves and stuff, but I don't know. Oh, that one's really cute, actually. I could give him a colored scarf if I was that good. My colors are behind me. It's not like they're that far away. I could go with maybe one of this pink colors or something. Sure, I'll just use this one because it's very handy and it's quite pink. Do I like this actually? Maybe I'll test it first. Oh, yeah, I think that'll be okay. There we go. Okay, that'll do. pop my stamps back. I don't know, like, when's the last time I've done stamping on here? It's been a while. I don't usually get stamps in my kit because, you know, I have a few. You don't see any of the Gina K inks on scrapbook.com. Oh, I'm pretty sure I had ordered it from there. So maybe they're just not carrying them anymore. Okay, I'm sorry. It's like my go-to place for shopping online generally, like when I'm not ordering a kit or something, but yeah, maybe. I'm sure you could go to the Gina K shop. Gina K Designs. Okay, so let's cut out my snowman. Gotta watch that pink. The pink ink is not dry. And the snowman's hat is like so tipping off of his head. It's crazy. It's like way too high. What was I thinking? Thinking I should restamp that, but I'm not going to. And once I put it on the page, it's gonna look fantastic and it won't matter. Kimberly found it. She found it on Simon Says Stamp. Perfect. So if you are on Simon Says Stamp, can I corrupt you just a little bit more? Can I corrupt you just a little bit more? Because there is a stamp creator from Canada that I met while I was at Creativation, and her stamps are freaking adorable. Like, they're so cute. And I ordered some when I got home, and oh my gosh, I haven't got to use them on my pages yet, but because I had actually, like, we'd used a prompt about cozy and I had already done that prompt, and then I got my stamps and I was like, darn it. But let me show you. I might have showed you already here. So this is from 3 Room Studio, and if you're on Simon Says Stamp, you're already looking. Look at this set. It's her, oh, I'm looking at the wrong place. It's her Hygge set. Oh my gosh, I just love this. Like, sitting on the little chair with fuzzy socks, cozy hot drink sweaters. Love that. And then there's this one, it's called One More Chapter, and it's got all of these different reading things. You got like a little book that's sitting open. You've got from the personal library. You could stamp right in your books. Read books, drink tea, be happy. Read books, drink coffee, be happy. You've got your cup. And then you've got this set here, and it has some furniture, so you could create like a little scene, but you've got this girl and she's like sitting on the chair, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that is me. So that was super fun. And then Sandy, such a sweetheart, she sent me this brand new stamp set that just got released. It came out on the 22nd, and it is her new awesome coffee set. And so you got your to-go cup, you've got the little different label things. This coffee is making me awesome. You got like a little ring of beans. So I thought that was super fun. And those are just my little plug for 3 Room Studio. And, you know, if you're already popping over to Simon Says Stamp, then that is a place to look. Okay, so this looks good. I need a little bit more brightness and lightness kind of up here. Cute little snowman. I want to add a little bit of something here, but I want like some kind of shapey thing or something. Oh, I know. I should cut out a couple of these tags. That's what I should do. I should cut out a couple of these tags. Yeah. Which ones? Well, I'm gonna cut out this blue one. I'm gonna cut out this pink one. picked this blue one because it has nice straight, mostly straight corners. So it's like, ooh, it should be easy to cut. And then, and you might look at it and say, well, it's only really half a label. But if I tuck it underneath, it's going to be enough of a label, right? So just a little piece of layering, possibly. Oh, I might do like a whole oh, I'm going to do that. Okay. I'm going to do like a whole section of labels across the top. You know, this is how ideas happen. Looking good. Love it so far. Thank you. Thank you. Does anybody else have stuff that they've been making already and they're just like, I can totally show you because like it would be good. I'd love to see. And then we will do a draw for the free kit. So this, if it's new, we actually draw for a free kit from the Wild Hair Kit Club, and you can get a free kit. We'll do that usually when I finish the first page is when we do the draw. So it's not at a specific time, it's just kind of at a specific timing. If that makes any sense. Mickey says, I'm cleaning my desk. It's messy and Calvin Ball starts tomorrow. It sure does. So Calvin Ball, we should talk about that. Oh my gosh. So many good things. So Calvin Ball is a challenge that is free. So, you know, the price is right. It couldn't get better. I'm going to put you on my face for a little bit because I'm just cutting stuff and you guys have seen a person cut labels before. So Fran says she's cleaning too. So Calvin Ball is a challenge that is inspired by the Calvin and Hobbes cartoons by Bill Watterson. And Calvin's a little boy that has a pet tiger. Well, he has a stuffed tiger that he thinks is real, so it's his pet tiger. Oh, Cynthia's on her way out. Have a good day. Yeah, and so Calvin gets into all kinds of adventures with his tiger Hobbs, and he, you know, he's a rambunctious little boy. Frances is on her cameo. She's planning her layout. Perfect. Yeah, so this Calvin is not really fond of sports. He has a hard time with sports because there's a lot of rules and people have a lot of expectations. And if you don't play the game right, then, you know, that can be a problem. So he invents his own game that he plays with Hobbs, and it's called Calvin Ball. And the rules are always changing. They don't exactly look like a normal person's idea of a sports game. He mixes different sports together, and he says the only rule for Calvin Ball is that you don't play it the same way twice. I'm going to bring you up on a second here, Christine, because we got to see that. So yeah, it's a super fun challenge. It's about scrapbooking and crafting. So card making is part of the challenge. So it's a really fun thing. And yeah, I think it would be really fun to have you come and join us. It's crazy. It's chaotic. We'll talk more in a second, but I can't wait to see. I have to see what Christine has here. Okay, can we hear you too? Not yet.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I just been making. It's my father-in-law's 80th birthday, so this is the card I made for him.
Look at that. That's beautiful. Do you love making cards? Oh, she's like, that's beautiful.
I do. I don't always have enough time, but yeah, we had like 6 birthdays in the last week and a half, so the last 2 weeks I've been making cards every night.
You've been a busy card maker.
Yeah.
Wow, that's gorgeous. Very beautiful. Gorgeous card, Christine. Everybody is loving that. Thank you so much for sharing. I love it when we get to see stuff. If anybody else has stuff, like just let me know. You can either hold it up on the screen and be like, wave it around, tag me in the chat and be like, Alice. Sometimes I don't see things get, you know, I'm looking here, I'm looking there, I'm looking everywhere, but yeah, I love to see. I think that it's like such a great part of all of the things that we do. So Calvin Ball, it's crazy, it's chaotic. We literally change the rules a little bit every single day during Calvin Ball. So there's some rules that are brought on for points, and some of the rules are temporary. Some of them are like more permanent. They stay for the whole month. So it's just crazy. It's all for honor and glory. Personally, I cannot go to the extremes that some of the people go to, but I'm like super inspired by it. It's like, wow. So I just set myself a goal. Last year, I set my goal for 100 points. I wanted to get 100 points during the month. And I think I made like 3 layouts and I got maybe 4. I don't know. I didn't do a ton of layouts, but I got a ton of points on my layouts. I was able to squeeze in several of the different rules for the points. And yeah, I had a successful month. So it doesn't have to be scary and overwhelming. Guys, this is so cute. I don't know. I've never done something like this before, and I am just loving this. I'll have to go back. I'll go back to it in a second. You'll see it. It'll be like so dramatic because we'll go back and you'll be like, oh, that'd be great. Dion says, I had the same goal of 100 points and I made it with layouts scattered throughout the month. Yeah. So it's just a good way to encourage you to do a little more scrapbooking than you might, to try shopping your stash a little bit more than you might. Like, you don't have to go out and buy anything special. You use the stuff that you have on hand. So it just gives you extra motivation and a fun way to connect with other scrapbookers. We do it on Facebook, and if you get on our email list, you'll get invited. We do some live crops like this during the month as well, but you're going to have to be on our email list to be part of our live crops. And then yeah, we just have a fun month of scrapbooking for Calvin Ball. Yeah, but lots of creativity. And so when I talk about the rules, it's like you get points for different things. So last year, one of the rules was use a star. And if you used a star, you get a point for that. And we also had a rule that came and it was green. So if you use green, you get a point. And so then if you used a green star, you got 2 points. And, it just kind of all builds up like that. Amy says, I added using a bird during one of the live crops. That's right. And so it becomes, everybody suggests the rules. So it's never the same game twice. Mickey said, did you see the layout I made inspired by the last Scrap Smarter? I did not. Was it in the load? I'll go and I'll look afterwards and I'll search for your stuff, unless you want to hold it up if you have it handy. Yeah, like I think that it's super fun. Oh, maybe you shared it on your Instagram. I might have seen that. So we do lots of different events. So Scrap Smarter is another free event that we host. And we bring in an instructor and they teach us a fun technique, something to try. She said, you can hold it up. Okay, I'm gonna find you on the thing here. She's here. And if you can, I'm suggesting that you, there we go, and I'll pin you up. Okay, I think I can hear you.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yay. So it was stamping inside of a cutout. So I did an exclamation point from load.
That is awesome. Look at that.
So I stamped inside, and then one of the prompts for load was an exclamation point. So I did that, and then I journaled in white pen more than I ever have, ever.
You have a good white pen.
I do. It is. I literally just put it away. It is. Let's see, this one.
It's a Signo one, hey?
Yep, Uniball Signo.
Yep. See, I've had several of those and then they just don't stay good for me. So I don't know what it is. We're in a dry climate. So
Well, yeah. And then it's the white, let's see, it actually has a name. Yeah, it's got a certain.
Saren says mine dry up after one use. I think it's the climate because, you know, like
Yeah, it's
in the summertime,
UM153.
ones in the summer, they seem to be good. And in the winter, good luck.
Yeah, we're a dry climate, so I can get mine all the time.
Well, thank you so much, Mickey. I'm going to,
Okay.
that turned out so good. So I'm just going to tell people, like during the Scrap Smarter session, the idea was to use a cutout and then stamp underneath your cutout. And so she stamped underneath that layer. And so all of the stamping inside the exclamation point is kind of under the main layer of the page. Oh my gosh, it turned out so good. And I just thought it was a super fun idea and just a great way to kind of play with our cutouts, our die cuts. And like we might cut that as a exclamation point to use the exclamation point, but here we get to use that negative part of the exclamation point as well. So super fun. And confession, I didn't take down the Scrap Smarter replay yet. I meant to do it yesterday, but I didn't. So right after this, if you go and watch it, I'll give you a couple of hours so that you can go and catch the replay for Scrap Smarter. It's just in the menu on scraphappy.org. Just look for Scrap Smarter. Okay, thank you so much. I'm going to unpin and put myself back up here. Yeah, so that was good. Diane says, can you talk a little bit about your membership when you get a chance? Sure, absolutely. Marcia says, I like the Jelly Roll white pens. I think they work the longest and they have one that's a larger point, so it's nice and bold. That was the one that I actually went to after I was just frustrated with my signals. Like it seemed like every time I wanted to write on a page, I had to buy a new white pen. And I'm like, this is just not working for me. But yeah, so the Jelly Roll one has been my next go-to pen for white journaling. So if you're not having luck with the Signo, which I've used for years, then this Jelly Roll one has been my next go-to, and it's pretty great. So I think this one is an 08, so it's like a 0.8, so it's quite a large tip. Yeah, Mickey says they're both good. So maybe it just depends on what climate you're in. And Marcia says, I think the Jelly Roll are cheaper too. And Francis says, I was finally able to use an acetate overlay with the prompt. Yeah, because we had a prompt where it's like, use some clear embellishments and stuff. Yeah, it's so fun. So, Diane says, can you talk about your membership? Sure, I'm going to show you where we're at with this layout here right now because I've got all these little pieces and I'll give you an idea of what I'm arranging on this, and I'll put this up here. Okay, so let's get you focused here. And so I'm going to create like a little border across the top with all these little pieces, and I'm just cutting out like the last couple more, and I think we'll be good. And then I can actually use one or two of them for some journaling as well. So membership in ScrapHappy, it is an annual membership. And what is included is that we host 3 of our load challenges every year, February, May, and October, and those are all included for members. And we do let outside registrations for our February and our May one, but October is by the members and for the members. So it is not open to people that are not ScrapHappy members. Just a quick note, because I haven't released the news yet, but we're actually increasing the price for load moving forward for the rest of this year. Normally they've been $50 for the month, the regular price, but we're actually increasing that to $60 now. So, you know, and I'm not increasing the price of the membership. Membership is normally $149 for your first year, and this is in US dollars. And then from there, every year that when you renew, it's only $99 for renewals. So it's really good. Our Loadsters just got a fabulous offer to come and join us for the renewal rate. So that is in your inbox as of yesterday's video. And then you'll have until our happy hour on March 17th to take advantage of that if you're interested. So if you were there for load 220, then that's an offer open to you for right now. I would also, so the other things that we have in our membership, so load challenges, right there is kind of your main value for your money. And then after that, we actually have an in-person family reunion, we call it. It's basically a weekend retreat where we go and we scrapbook together. And this year we're headed to Park City, Utah, and we will be bringing an instructor. I don't have all of that, but we just got our hotel. Karen says, thank you. I just joined today. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I actually haven't been on my email yet today. I was like really focused just on coming on for this session. And welcome. I'm so excited that you decided to join us. We have several monthly events, live things that are generally like this that we do. So we have our happy hour, and that's a chance for us to connect, chat. The month after a load, we always do a load recap where we talk about the prompts, we share some of our pages, and then we draw some prizes. Then we have so our other monthly event, so happy hour, then we do our Scrap Smarter session. So the Scrap Smarter, yeah, I know, Frances, she's like, only 5 hours away from me, I'll be there, so excited. Yeah. We go to a different place every year for a reunion. Last year we came to Calgary, Alberta, so it was really fairly close to me, only 5 hours. And then we travel around to different places. So the year before that we were in Colorado, and before that we were in San Diego, and before that we were in Grapevine, Texas. So yeah, we really do kind of get around so that we can get closer. And we've said for 2021, we are going to head somewhere along the East Coast. Our East Coast gals have been feeling a little left out, and we're going to head their direction for next year. And for me, I fly to almost all of them except for Calgary. And so I'm not worried about kind of where we go. I go where people want to go. And that's kind of how that gets decided. Usually there's a group that is petitioning for somewhere specific, and we kind of follow along. You know, it's a membership group, but I want it to be, you know, fitting the needs of our members. So yeah, this year we're headed to Salt Lake. I'm really excited. Do you get discount on rooms for the crop or the trip? Yeah, we set up a group booking, and then within the group booking, there, yeah, the hotel sets us up with a discounted rate for the event. We include, like, there is like a separate registration that you have to pay to go to the event, because we include food, and we include a lot of stuff. Like the classes are all included, the instruction, and we've got our craft space. So it's pretty fun. Usually there's a few little prizes and things that you get to go home with too. Amy says the reunion is in July. Yes, it is July 10th to 12th this year. And yeah, I've said we're going to Salt Lake, but we're actually going to be, did I get that centered? We're actually going to be in Park City. I've got it finally officially sorted with the hotel, and I know that my ScrapHappy peeps are waiting for the details to come out, and they'll have that like probably once this weekend is over. We'll open up our registration for it. Now that we have the hotel sorted, I was having a little issue. The hotel that I thought we would be staying at came back with crazy prices and stuff. And I was like, oh, okay, well, no, I'm not buying a hotel. We just want to stay there. It's nuts. Okay, so this is just feeling really difficult to line up for some reason. So let's give me half a second to do this right. Because otherwise I'll be looking at it. Usually I don't notice until I take the picture and of the layout and you're like, wow, that's really crooked. What was I thinking there? You're taking the pictures. Okay, so that looks pretty good. And I'm gonna add these strips on here right now. Yeah, so yeah, it's really fun. And then like last year we had Carla Youngworth come and she did a class, and because we were in Calgary, we reached out to Emerald Creek Crafts, and so her class involved embossing powders from Emerald Creek Crafts. I actually have some new ones that I'm getting ready to play with. Oh, I thought I had them right here on my desk. They have new packaging and it's all environmentally friendly and shippable. And oh, where did I move my stuff around to? Oh, that's just like me prepping for a session. It's like everything has to move. I really thought they were right there. Okay. Anyways, Emerald Creek Crafts, we used their embossing powders. That was awesome. And then we brought in a store, they have a mobile truck. And so they came on site last year. So yeah, so we'll see what we can do while we're in Park City. And I think, yeah, it's going to be fun. That's funny. I almost put my adhesive. Do you see that? I almost put my adhesive on the wrong side. I'm like, oh, I need the blue stripes. Oh, wait. And here we go. And this one here. Okay, so yeah, in addition to that, we have monthly events. Tina says, yeah, I just finished layout number 29. Yay. Yeah, so in addition to that, we have monthly events. So we have a monthly sketch challenge, and this year we have a sponsor for our sketch challenge, and that is Christina Sword. She is going to be hooking our winners up with one of her creative cuts packs, so full of die cuts. So if you're like into the whole die cut thing right now, a super good year for that. Last year, our sponsor was Spiegel Mom Scraps, and we got lovely packages with sequins and goodies from Spiegel Mom Scraps, like little packs like this full of lovely goodiness for our winners last year. So it's just a little something for doing your sketch challenge every month. And then with the sketches, we actually release them with a digital file so that our DigiGals can just take that file, download that file, and use it like a template to create a layout. So super, just want to make sure everybody is feeling that there's something there for them. And then yeah, we have, so we've talked about happy hour. We've talked about the Scrap Smarter sessions. Like I said, we do those ones for free, and everyone is welcome to join us when they are live and free. The replays are available for 1 week, and then the replays are only available to our ScrapHappy members. So that is one of the things that kind of becomes exclusive as part of your membership, is access to those replays. And then after that, we do the Scrapbook Live, and of course these are open for everybody to come and join us, but it's like a good chance for you to kind of get to know what we're doing and all of the fun stuff that we have going on. It's a lot. We also have a monthly scrap strategy session. So we've just changed the name on these. So that's why I'm like stumbling a little. We used to do a monthly plan session, but I really wanted them to be more focused on strategies that we can use to improve our scrapbooking. And so now we have strategy sessions with with the focus on scrapbooking a little bit more. You know, we cover some life stuff in those as well, because I think that, you know, when life feels all out of order, how can you get your scrapbooking house in order, right? Like, scrapbooking isn't the first thing, but so we kind of talk about both now. And I feel that it's a really good direction for our new year. And then we also have a scrap solutions thing. So we used to have an event called movie night, but we've adjusted that this year as well. And I just like really, we haven't changed things for a long time, but I really wanted to make sure that our events are really suiting the needs of our people. And I just felt that, yeah, we needed a little freshening with some of that. That's too high. That's too orange on orange. All right. Oh yeah, let's do this little tiny guy. Yeah, so scrap solutions, and then we also have a scrap. So that was our movie night, but basically we're looking at, for scrap solutions, we're looking at the challenges that we face in scrapbooking. So maybe it's, you know, you struggle with journaling. Maybe it's that you struggle with how to add a video to a scrapbook page. Maybe you're like, you know, maybe you're feeling overwhelmed. What are some tricks that you can use to kind of squash those feelings of overwhelm? Yeah, we're going to be addressing a whole bunch of different things like that this year within our membership. And am I forgetting something? Scrap Smarter, Scrap Solutions, Scrap Strategy, Happy Hour, and Scrapbook Live. So those are the 5 main components. And then after that, we yeah, and the sketch challenge, and then our load things, and then now we're doing our Calvin ball thing. So we always have some stuff that's like free for people to join us, and we have things where it's only for our members. And I like to kind of have a mix of everything, because I think it's fun to bring other people kind of into our world, to give you a peek at some of the stuff that we do. But if you're interested in joining, we are at scraphappy.org, and we would love to have you. The tags kind of look like snowbanks, says Marsha. I love the layer tags. Like, I'm so enjoying this. This is like super cute. I'm just like trying to see if I need to layer in a couple more. I don't know. I'm not just loving this one here. I don't know. Oh, maybe right there. That would be good. So yeah, this is fun. Sometimes you look at these papers, like I look at this and I could use it. I would just use that as a background as it is, but you know, looking at using these tags in a different way, this turned out pretty good. Don't know if there's enough height in this part right here. Do we have enough height in there? Maybe. I think maybe it's okay. Okay, that's good. I'm gonna just snip this little piece off. Oh, apparently I didn't stick my snowman down yet. And so I will squeeze some journaling onto this page still. I'm not 100% sure whether I'm gonna add like maybe a little tag down here, obviously more full tag than that, or where I'm gonna stick it. So not quite sure, but I don't do the journaling on camera. So I think that means that it is time to add a couple of embellishments, title, and then we can do our draw. Okay, so bundled up. Oh, yes. Yeah. Yeah. I have been personally leading the ScrapHappy group for 4 years now. And ScrapHappy will celebrate its 10-year anniversary in summer, in August this summer. We'll be celebrating 10 years of ScrapHappy, which is amazing. Like, how many things are around for 10 years and, you know, going strong and thriving and just, you know, making sure that you're reacting and finding the ways to really bring what your people want. So I think that that's one of the great things, is that as we change and as we transition, we're trying to make sure that it's the things that we actually need, right? Okay, I'm gonna put the little burr on here too. Such a cute layout. Love all the tags. Oh, I know. I was kind of sad because she didn't, or at least I didn't see her pop over to Creativation this year. Last year, I was able to meet up with her. We filmed a little video together for the group. So I was like, oh, I was hoping that I'd run into her this year, but you know, didn't. And I would like totally like make more time to see people, but I just don't. Like, I'm not kidding. When we go to Creativation, it is intense. We are there just for filming the videos. So if we're not, we had one night where we went for dinner. So I was able to go for dinner with some friends, and Amy and Christina and some of the gals. So that was really fun. But yeah, that was the only time that we actually really had time for that. We were just editing videos. Like, if we weren't filming videos, we were editing videos, and that's just how it goes. Trying to make it all happen, right? Well, I guess that's stuck there now. I'm like, oh, I was gonna move it a little. No, it's perfect right there. And is there like a little cozy image of something? Oh, there's like a snowflake. Oh yeah, is there a smaller one? Perfect. Okay, and a couple of these little doodads, maybe. You know, they're like that little finishing little pieces. Yes, Heather, I know there's no sewing yet. Okay, she didn't call me out on it, but yeah, it's she's probably thinking it, I'm gonna guess. Okay, so question. Okay, so this little thing right here, where you live, the little hat, what do you call it? Type it in the comments, please, please, please. So what do you call like the little woolen hat? Dion's in here first. She says toque. Christine says toque. Heather says toque. Stocking cap, pom pom, spelled wrong. Oh, that's okay. So here in Canada where we live, we call it a toque. And when I was in one part of the States, we met a person and they called it a toboggan. And I'm like, dude, that's not a toboggan. This right here, this little sled that you slide down the hill, that's a toboggan. This is a toque. And I've heard some say beanies and stuff. Oh, so she's still waiting. She knows. She's like, I'm calling you out, Alice. It's all good. Okay, so I got a couple of little cozy things on here. Super fun. Let's see. Oh, two. Okay, I think that's good. I think that looks pretty cute. And it does need some journaling because I like my pages to tell a little bit of a story. And I definitely have some nice things to say about my hubby here. But that's what we're going to call good. If I can figure out how to use my camera, that would be great. There we go. So there is my semi-finished page. And Karen says I decided to look through my stash for some neon papers. The first paper I found in my stash is a neon flower pattern, but no others. With enough black and white, it might be enough. I'm documenting my latest fashion purchases, and maybe a bit much for a woman my age, but I think it's fun. Well, and you were at Creativation, so you saw the Rena K neon stuff. Like, it made me want neon things again, I can tell you. Lucy calls it a bobble hat or a woolly thing on top that is a pom-pom. Yeah, the woolly thing on top is the pom-pom. Mickey says we almost never need that kind of hat, so I don't really know. Oh, that was like the best little jabby brag that ever. Oh, Frank calls it a toboggan. And Heather says I'm still waiting for stitching. Okay, we'll do it. Let's do it. Okay, let's do it. So it's not going to be a lot of stitching because, you know, this is Alice level, but we're going to add a little bit right down here, a nice little line of stitching right at the bottom. Because how can we not, right? How can we not? And Susan says, your page is lovely. I love that you use the birdhouse paper. I have a hard time using that one. Oh my God. And I think it's just so cute. And I look at it and like, no, it has nothing to do with winter. It has nothing to do with this. But okay, so hidden story. When I look at like the little cuckoo clocks and stuff like that, I actually think a lot of my husband because his grandma used to have a cuckoo clock. And we actually inherited it. So it was, when I think of a cuckoo clock, you know, it totally makes me think of my husband's family. And so it's kind of like this little hidden gem that, yeah, Susan says my grandma had a cuckoo clock too. And I think that's super cool. Like we had it in our one house for years. I don't actually, a part on it broke, so it's not up in my house right now. But, you know, if we ever had the chance to find another one, like, I'd love to put that back in my house again. I'm going to go over the top from the edge here. Oh, I've got to make my holes just a little bit bigger. Ream them out a little. My stabber is covered in glue. I'm always poking this thing into my glue to open up the top of the glue. That's hilarious. Okay, you're gonna love this, Heather. It's gonna be so good. You're gonna see, like, you'll be like, oh.
How do you talk into this?
Oh, who we got coming on? Do we got someone that wants to share? I'm all good for that. If not, then you have your own little mute button so that you can mute your mic. So, the end of this. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna sew. It's not gonna be painful because it's waxy flax. I can do it with waxy flax, Heather. Christine says there's a guy over by Barhead that fixes clocks. Yeah, and Jonas actually pulled it apart. Like he fixed my mantle clocks that I brought back from Wales. Like when I went to go visit my dad's family, I brought back some mantle clocks. and he was able to fix both of those, but there was just stuff like, let's just say it wasn't a high quality cuckoo clock. And so he's like, I know, I don't think this is gonna make it. I couldn't part with it, so I still have it tucked in a cupboard because, you know, I have some hoarder tendencies. But Heather's like super impressed with me right now. She's like, Alice, you are just rocking this stitching. Like, look at you go. Okay, I'm putting words in your mouth again because like I'm totally willing to do that. Okay, and I need one more hole to bring this down to the bottom.
What do we need to prepare for Calvin?
What do you need to prepare for Calvin Ball? Oh, great question. Thank you so much. Basically, you can come and get on the email list. And from there, you'll also be invited to come and join the Facebook group. So it is hosted on Facebook. If you are not a Facebook person and you're not using Facebook, then you will be able to participate, but in a more limited fashion, because I will update the download sheet for the rules and post those on the Calvin Ball page on the ScrapHappy site. But not every day, because that would be a lot. Like, we literally change the rules every single day. So yeah, you can go and join the Facebook group, and that is really easy to find. It's called Calvin Ball 2020. It has like a pink and blue kind of header at the top of the thing, so it's easy to find. You have to request to join, but you know, we do let people into the group. And yeah, it's not like you really have to prepare anything. If you want to print off some photos and stuff, then you're good to go. Okay, so check it out. Look at that stitching. It's there. It's like real. It's really real. There is stitching on that page. Woohoo. She's like, I'm delighted by your fine handiwork. She's like watching me with my stabber jab at that paper, and she's like, whoa, maybe we shouldn't have her stitch anymore. Oh, Sharon says that's the kind I will use from now on. Don't have to worry about threading a needle. Yeah, so this, I don't know if they carry it anymore. This was from close to my heart, called Waxy Flax. I'm assuming you can get in other places. I honestly don't even know if they have it anymore. It was the only way I would stitch, like actual stitch, because you saw I didn't need a needle. You just need to like make generous size holes. So it's good stuff. Okay, let's bring this up. Yay, I'm back. Okay, so got the page number 1 done, which means it's time for the draw. Woohoo! And we have 40 people. One of those people is me. So 39 goes into our random number generator. This is how I do all of my draws. So if you've been watching Load and you're like, Alice hasn't posted winners for a while, I pull up my random number generator, and here we go. It's right there on Google. And then I put the number of the people into the thing. With that, I used the comments, and I just posted it, and it just like picks out the numbers for me. So 39 generate, it says 2. So let's go to the list of our participants, and Sharon, Amy Kioski. Congratulations, Amy. You are the number 2 on my list, not including myself. So you win our kit from the Wild Hair Kits. Congratulations. I'm so excited for you. Congratulations to Amy. I'm like, let's see, is she on? She's doing a happy dance. She's like, woo! She's waving, but you know, she's doing a happy dance. She's all excited. So congratulations, Amy. If you can please email me, support@scraphappy.org, and I will get your information to the Allison with the Wild Hair Kits, and you'll be able to fill out your style profile so that you can get your own kit. And they're super fun. Yeah, like yeah, congrats. So that's how easy it is to win, guys. Like, you just like get your name drawn. It's all good. Congrats.
My page as well.
Oh, okay. Well, let's put you up.
a page for load. I did another one of my nephew. He's going to be 4 in March here, but I'm still obviously doing his baby pages here. So
What is the stuff in the background? What did you do?
I did this mixed media background yesterday with some Vicky Booten supplies. I used 3 different colors because he's got on like a little baby blanket that's got those same kind of light pastel-y colors, and this is like some texture paste. But it took a lot of time to dry yesterday, so I had to put this one aside and make a different one yesterday that had a different mixed media background. So I actually had to make 2 backgrounds yesterday. So I prepared this one for today. And
oh my gosh, that looks so good. And then you've got like the little stars and like
it's star embellishments, and then the page is done. So, but yeah, it's got like some texture to it. So
I love it. Love it. That's so sweet. Oh my gosh. And those colors are so good. Like with that baby blanket. Awesome. Oh, sweet little babies. That's such a nice thing to have in the family. Oh my goodness. Does anybody else have some show and tell while we're thinking about it? Because sometimes I get chatting and then I forget. So everyone says congratulations, and oh, they're loving your texture and your mixed media. That texture looks great. Yeah, lots of positive comments. Christine says bye for now. Bye, Christine. Anyone else with some sharing? You can like pop it in the comments or start waving stuff around in front of me, and hopefully I'll just scroll through some pictures or scroll through our videos here to see if anybody else has something. So Cynthia, if you don't find the email from me, if you can't find that stuff, I will send the stuff again, but I'm just worried that if you're not getting my replies, that you're not going to get the ones from Allison either, like, because I know I sent her your info. So yeah, we'll definitely have to connect. Are you on Facebook, Cynthia? If you are, then maybe we'll connect through Facebook Messenger or something. I'll try that. Yeah, because she won last month and then she hasn't received her kit yet, but it was communication stuff just wasn't going through, because I know things I know we tried chatting back and forth a few times. Karen says, I've got to head to the credit union with my son, so I'll be leaving now. Fun to spend time with you, all of you. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for joining me. Okay, I am gonna sit and I'm gonna start my next layout because I am just not ready to be done scrapbooking. This has been such an amazing month. I'm so motivated. So I'm gonna grab this, guys. I'm gonna grab my stack, and I'm not gonna show you all my layouts. I'll show you a little bit. This is my stack. So I wasn't just coming up with the fun ideas, I was scrapbooking with them all too. So it was amazing, like a super fun month. Yesterday, our inspiration for our layouts was from the Marauders map. And I ended up, it talked about a bit of mischief that you got into. So I actually made this page with me and my husband. It was from a couple years ago when we went to Phoenix for Creativation. We stayed at this hotel, and it's known as a haunted hotel. And so I found this like crazy kind of paper that I had in my stash it's a Tim Holtz one. And we stayed at the ghost hotel. So I kind of used these ghostly letters. And then I shared the video. So here's the mischief we got into when we stayed there. We filmed a ghost video. We filmed our own ghost video, and it was ridiculous and hilarious. We wanted that scene like down the hallway, like in The Shining, how they got the twins at the end of the hall and the camera kind of sees them from far away and gets closer and gets closer. So we kind of did that. And I didn't have like white clothes or something, and I wanted to look ghostly. So I literally wrapped myself up in hotel room towels and stuff. And then I'm at the end of the hallway, and it jumps forward. And then there's another part where we want the ghost to flow from room to room. Well, I'm just laughing so hard. I'm like, how does a ghost move? He's like, well, don't move your feet. I'm like, how do I move then? And so he's like, well, I don't know, just like pretend you're like a ghost. And so there's one part where I'm like, woo, woo. Like, it is the most ridiculous thing you've ever seen. And it was so fun, right? It was super fun. Here, let me show you. I think this is the kind of thing that, you know, you kind of have to see it to appreciate it. It's super short. It's like 40 seconds or something. So it's not a long video. It's hidden on my YouTube because it's like a more personal, it has really not much to do with scrapbooking and stuff. But so if you have a YouTube channel, you don't have to publish the stuff where people can find it, right? So like if you don't want them to be able to search for videos, you can just leave them as unlisted. And then if you give someone the link to a video, they can find it, but they don't see it unless you give them the link. So let's go here, ghost. So I have this video and I gotta open it. There we go. Make sure that it's good, and then I'll do a screen share. Okay, so it's up, and I'll share my screen so you can see this, and you'll just see the kind of ridiculousness that we got up to. I'll share the sound. Okay, so that may be the worst ghost video you've ever seen. But the part about it that's funny to me is like the intention was like, oh, look, we're just showing pictures from our hotel. What? There's ghosts in those pictures. Like that was kind of our intent with it, which is super goofy and really silly. But, you know, we had a lot of fun with it. And, you know, I was able to make a page where I share the video. So you can literally take your phone and if you just turn your camera on and scan this, you open the video and it shows up on your YouTube. And you can see that that's the video that's going to play there right now. And so super fun. We're going to do this in one of our upcoming Scrap Smarter sessions or Scrap Solutions sessions. So that will be coming. The girls said that they were interested in learning that, and I'm like, it's so easy. I can't wait to show you. So that'll be a fun thing.
That would be a great technique to use when you have little kids.
Oh yeah, that's I literally will show you that next. So this page I did with my nephew, and his shirt says, "Ask me about my T-Rex." And so I filmed a little video at the time. I'm like, "Hey, Colin, can you show me your T-Rex?" And he picks up his shirt, he lifts it up over top of his face and goes, "Rawr!" Because printed on the inside of the shirt is the T-Rex head, so that when you lift up your shirt, it shows you the T-Rex face. Like, it's a 15-second video. It's like not a big deal, but to be able to put it with this page, priceless, right? And I absolutely love it. So with kids, it's totally perfect, super easy. But yeah, we're gonna do that as a Scrap Solutions session within our ScrapHappy group. And yeah, I've just had like a good month of scrapbooking. So many fun pages and memories being told, being shared. I had made this page when I was the featured designer on the one day, and I made this whole like twisted background with I started with a 6x6 template, right? It's just like a little template. You maybe spray your mist on it or spread some stuff in it. And I was able to use that to turn it into a 12x12 page, and I made a video. So it's on my YouTube if you want to check that out. But yeah, just been such a fun month. You just never know where you're going to end up when you're using the prompts. And so that's been a really fun thing for me. So I do have these other pictures to scrapbook. I don't know that I'm ready to really dive into them actually after all. I thought I was, but I'm just too hyped right now and I have to go build a snowman because we have the perfect snow for it and I need to make that happen. Otherwise I'm not going to have those pictures, and I want the pictures of me building a snowman. So thank you so much for joining me for this Scrapbook Live session. We do this every month. So be sure that you're on the email list so you can join in on the next one. That is at scraphappy.org/subscribe. And it's super fun. We'll also do the draw during the live session. Pardon me, I missed that.
Thank you. Have fun in the snow.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, it's gonna be great. And yeah, I really appreciate you spending time with me. All links to all of my different things or more information about our ScrapHappy membership are available at scraphappy.org if you're interested. If you participated in our load, don't miss our happy hour that we're going to be doing on March 17th. And you can also take advantage of that renewal rate that is special just for our loadsters. So. Charlotte says, thank you. I can't wait to learn more techniques. My granddaughter loved the ghost video. Yay! Yes, my husband could not stop laughing at me. He's like, that's supposed to look like a ghost? Woo! I'm like, whoa. Apparently. So yeah, lots of fun, and bringing all of those fun memories into our scrapbooks. That's what we're doing, right? That's what we want, and yeah, I love being able to share that. So thanks for joining me with that. Okay, everyone, have a really good weekend. Have a really good day, and happy scrapping. Bye.